Now, Florida's governor, Ron DeSantis, is staying away from all the early primary states, at least so far, but instead he spent the past week campaigning for MAGA candidates in Arizona, in Ohio, in Pennsylvania, and also promoting his brand of culture war politics.
We must fight the woke in our schools. We must fight the woke in our businesses. We must fight the woke in government agencies. We can never, ever surrender to woke ideology. And I'll tell you this, the state of Florida is where woke goes to die.
The woke is definitely something that you say when a word ceases to have meaning. But DeSantis is doing something very strategic, despite the fact that he's not like Pence going to Iowa, going to the state fair, doing all that jazz, but he is being strategic. Does he really have a lane?
He definitely has a lane. The question is whether he's sharing it with Donald Trump and whether he wants to actually be in a cage match with Donald Trump. And I'm not convinced that he does. Look, we don't know whether Donald Trump is actually running. We know that everybody around him says he's running. It is advantageous to Donald Trump to talk about running at a time when prosecutors are looking at him. So I think you have to just put that aside. But let's say in a world that he does run, they would be sharing that lane. And depending on which DeSantis advisor you talk to, you hear that's okay, he's going to do his own thing, or he's not really sure he wants to, or at least his advisors are not sure that he wants to go ahead and do what Ted Cruz did in 2016.
But the play here for DeSantis seems to be Trump but less crazy, Trump but less controversial, Trump but less whatever. And it almost seems like he feels like he can do that even while Trump might be in the race, which is a real gamble when you see, the history of it all.
It's the Trumpism without Trump. But as we all know, and certainly Maggie knows, Trump tends to blot out so much else in his past.
Exactly.
And so the idea that DeSantis is almost sort of trying to straddle lanes a little bit, I'm close to Trump, but I could be in this other, anti-woke space. But as we've seen before, like with many other people, the idea that you can kind of hold hands at a distance with Trump, but not bear hug him and have it work out, just never goes that well.
And this is where, we didn't talk about this, about the Mar-a-Lago search, but there has been a real rallying around Trump effect among Republicans from that, which has been, it's surprised a lot of Republicans, frankly, who had been hoping that this would leave quietly, hoping that this would leave some mark. DeSantis was one of the first people to put out a statement. DeSantis is the governor of the state where this happened. That was not, politically advantageous for DeSantis. Now, whether that has legs, I don't know, but let's say that something develops from this investigation. DeSantis is now on the record defending Trump, and so let's see where that goes.
Also, before